Hi, I'm Mel with Little Giant Ladders, here to show you one of our newest ladders called Velocity. Starts off just a little over 4 foot 7 inches tall, but if you need a 5 foot, 6 foot, or a 7 foot high step ladder, it's as simple as rotating it straight open like this. Now, if you want to work on ground that's not level, whether that's ramps, sloping ground, or staircases, you literally can take this ladder right up the stairs with you as you go. Now, the one I use the most around my home, when you want to get close to a window or wall, normal ladders, the higher you go up, the further from the wall or window you get. But watch this. We're going to drop this down to a 90-degree angle. Get right next to that tight corner. It's much easier to work in those tight spots. Now, when you need to get up a little bit higher, just rotate this straight open. And now you have what's equivalent to a 17-foot lean-to extension ladder. Now that's 15 feet tip to tip, but you can reach 17 when you're working on it. It has the wide flares at the top and at the bottom. Plus we use rubber feet instead of plastic. Remember, rubber grips, plastic slips. Bring it back down. You're going to store this, again, just a little over 4 feet 7 inches tall. But one of the great things about the Velocity, you'll notice at the bottom, it has wheels. So you'll never have to carry a ladder again. Just wheel it from place to place. That right there is the easiest you'll ever carry a 17-foot ladder inside of a house without knocking paint off the walls. We do make the Velocity in a 13-foot, which is 3 foot 7, the Model 17, which is a 4 foot 7, and 1 foot taller, the Model 22. Velocity, great ladder, great addition to your home, and all the tools that you use around it.
Lifting and aligning heavy objects is part of any installation job. But what if you could do it faster, easier, with less effort, and minimize the risk of damage? You can! Introducing the AirShim. The AirShim brings a brand new one-man approach to leveling, prying, and moving objects of all shapes and sizes up to 300 pounds. Once you start using the AirShim, you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. The AirShim allows you to lift, shift, align, level, and plumb faster and more accurately than ever before.
Normally need 2 people to level something out. The AirShim would cut it down probably 75 to 80% of the time to a one-person job, which will save on manpower, which will get the job done quicker and save money in the long run.
The AirShim is simple to use. Place it where you need pressure or support. Squeeze the bulb to inflate it to the desired position or level of pressure. Use AirShim's bleeder valve to make precise adjustments. Secure the object's position and deflate the AirShim. For tricky installations, use multiple AirShims and eliminate the need for that extra set of hands.
They can take a pretty good beating and a lot of weight on them, and I would highly recommend them. We put some pretty big cabinets on them and some really heavy entry doors, and it didn't phase them. They worked just fine.
AirShim is a contractor-grade tool that won't let you down. Built to last with tough, rugged materials and high-quality components, the AirShim is ready when you need it. Design features like a rounded corner, soft scratch-resistant outer shell, and an internal stiffener lets you put AirShim right where you need it, and it stays put. Boasting a wide inflation range, AirShim can handle both the tightest spaces and the widest gaps. AirShim is brought to you by Calculated Industries. For over 35 years, we've been bringing high-quality, time-saving, precision, and cost-cutting tools to pro carpenters and tradesmen.
They work great. They're easy to use, not too bulky. You just slide them in, pump them up. You want to release pressure, use a nice little valve to release pressure instead of having to dig out the wood shims or hit them in and messing up the finish work.
Let the contractor-grade AirShim be your heavy-duty extra hands on every job you tackle. Get your AirShim today.
Here is the Crescent brand 170-piece professional tool set. It has a lot of stuff inside, 170 pieces. You can see all the specifics of SAE, metric, wrenches, pretty much anything you'd need. On the side of the package, there's a list of all the tools that are included. It comes with a lifetime warranty as long as Crescent Tools is around with a toll-free number for information. And of course more on the back. So once you've taken the cardboard off, you've got this big gray case. Probably weighs 10-15 pounds. It's pretty heavy. It's not the lightest thing to lug around. It's kind of just a cheap plastic case, but it works. So now we are able to remove the latches on the bottom and on the top as such. Make sure you're opening it from the front. And voila, we have a huge set of tools right here. what we need to then realize is that there's some hex wrenches that don't like to stay too well in this corner. But outside of that, pretty much everything else stays in its place. You've got the socket wrenches that you might need, all the other adapters, some standard screwdrivers with magnetic tips, an adjustable wrench, some pliers, screwdriver tips for whatever drill or other device you might be using. Also, everything is pretty well labeled individually, so if you took a look at one of these, you can see, once it gets focused here, it specifically tells you that this is a 9/16 inch end, and there's a 9/16 section down in the case, so you'll know pretty quickly what fits where. And if you're using it for a job, you can put it together that way. Not the highest quality of tool set, you know, these are plastic screwdrivers, but you know, should last a while. And it should be pretty good to put together. Yes, it's heavy, but it should have everything that you need.
Let's take a look at the Dasco Pro 3-piece cold chisel kit, Model 44. It includes 3 chisels, one 3/4 inch Model 408 cold chisel. You also get the Model 406 5/8 inch cold chisel, and the Model 401 5/16 cold chisel. As with all Dasco Pro tools, made in the USA. The large chisel is a 3/4 inch and it measures just under 7.5 inches. The 5/8 inch chisel measures 6 3/4 inches. The small 5/16 cold chisel measures about 5 1/4 inches. Very nice cold chisel set from Dasco Pro.
Accuracy and ease of use meet with the self-leveling laser level that can be mounted anywhere. Introducing the Hammerhead Compact Crossline Laser with adjustable mounting clamp. 3 leveling modes can be activated with a touch of a button: horizontal, plumb, or crossline. Set the level on a 1/4 inch tripod or attach it to any surface using the mounting clamp. An LED indicator changes from green to red to alert you when you have exceeded the self-leveling range. Hammerhead's Compact Crossline Laser, the most accurate tool for any leveling project. Work smarter, Hammerhead.